Hi, I'm Matt Finch, and this is Uncle Matt's D&D Studio channel, and I want to welcome you to the Swords of Jordoba game, which is an actual play, unscripted game session using the original D&D rules from 1978, and we're using the Swords and Wizardry version of that that's available from Frog God Games. I would take a quick moment to just let you know where to find us, various places. We do this show live on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously. We do have a Patreon and we have a website, and I'm going to throw that information up on the screen for just a moment before we start.
Here's what we've got. The bugbear last time around triumphed over you yet a second time. And this time sold you all.
Didn't he sell us last time too?
Yeah. That's what he does. It's like his job. So he captures people and sells people. Lethe, you're in this for 3 times now. Everyone else is only in for twice with the bugbear. And so you are currently in the city. I've got my little camera set on the interior of a tavern in the city of Jordoba. It happens to be one that is in Saint Myriel Square, in the Plaza of Saint Myriel, and incidentally, I made a little film walkthrough of the Plaza of Saint Myriel. Now that I had enough buildings, so that's on the last episode of the Unlikely Heroes. But I'll cut that into a separate video so that people can watch it. So, and let me see what happens when I turn that light off. Do we have? Okay, yeah, that's better lighting. Okay, so and we've got Elijah the Mage, and Elijah has joined the party for this because he's a professional adventurer into the area.
Good, we could use a professional adventurer.
I know, right? So that's where things stand, and at the moment, it sounds like Skeeter is sort of taking point on the progress of the mission.
So, Shane, you have the map of where we encountered the bugbear last time, right?
Yeah, same time as before.
All right. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay, but if we find a trap door this time, and I say it's a trap door, then don't mess with it.
Yeah, don't open a box of spiders. What the hell is wrong with you people?
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't scorpions. Like last time. I didn't want them to spring out at us.
Because it worked out so much better.
Could we also clarify, aren't we all carrying potions of anti-venom?
There are.
Not anymore.
Okay,
Oh, did you use those?
No, the bugbear has them now.
Yeah,
but
the bugbear.
right.
The bugbear has them now.
Our
but
hoard of stuff that someone else is babysitting.
But we did have them, correct?
Yes, at one point in time you had them, and at one point in time you had the toe of Saint Myriel.
No.
Just
Right. We got to get all this back.
Right.
He's got
Just
like a
pointing out
big
that
cache of treasure that he's just like...
Once we've killed the bugbear and we run into poison creatures again, let's remember, and this is mainly on me because I was the only one making a saving throw. It's like you guys were lying there with sleep venom in you, and we had anti-venom potions.
And now that sleep venom from the spiders, as you discovered, does not operate like a sleep spell. You can't. It's an enchanted sort of sleep that you can't wake up from without some sort of help until it wears off, and you don't know when that was, but you did wake up from it. So, all right, you guys go to the old city of Jordoba. You climb the little bit of hill that's there. There is the passage leading in. You go 20 feet forward. There's a door. You're in the room now that has the 4 terracotta lions at the corner. What do you do?
It's called Room 1.
Yep.
So where do we
might
go?
as well call it Room 1 because that's exactly how it's numbered.
Well, we went there. We went north last time.
Okay, we're going north. So as far as marching order, who wants to do what?
Now you also have with you Rocky and 2 mastiffs.
Yeah, my doggos are with me.
I request the middle.
I'll take point. I got this.
Okay, I will.
He's not
I
gonna
will
drop
be.
on me.
Oh, I
again.
need to grab a wizard mini, so I'll do that while you guys are talking.
So
It takes
I
like
will
30 minutes
be
for us to figure this out.
if all is in the front, I assume that Thibodeau is also going to be close to the front. That would
As
put
little as possible.
the gyms in the middle. I'll be in the back with the dogs to make sure we don't get jumped by some bugbear motherfucker. Because I've had enough of that action.
Wouldn't it be easier if we just took off our armor and folded it neatly at the entrance of the dungeon and left a little
Yeah,
nice
just
card
give it
on
to
it
him.
and said, "Here, Mr. Bugbear," and then just gave up and took up a life of quiet contemplation?
Have you guys gone out with a mage before?
Not a good one.
Well, yeah, our Kester casts some spells every now and then.
Okay, well, I just, if you hear me scream, fire in the hole, don't be in my firing solution.
Now, I am very well aware of what that means.
Oh, what does that mean for the rest of us?
Yeah.
It just means if I scream fire in the hole, I'm about to light something up. So, clear path.
Oh, I think we could get behind that, or in front of that, or sideways to that.
Yeah, don't get in front of it. That is what he's saying. Get to the side at best.
How could this possibly end badly?
And if we pass by a door off the hinges, I want to take it with us.
Well,
The hinges.
Jim, in answer to your question, how could this end badly? How strongly do you feel about the good and evil axis? Because this might get a little dicey.
As it pertains to this particular bugbear?
Yes,
I'm
very
gonna-
specifically this bugbear.
And
I'm
only
gonna go
this
ahead and
bugbear.
say weapons free. That
you might need to stand outside for a little bit.
remember the gods I worship also, dumped a mountain on the city. So vengeance is clearly, part of the deal.
You don't have to worry about me getting in harm's way. I've got 5 hit points. I'll be wherever the bad guys
So-
aren't.
I'm gonna dump a mountain on this bugbear.
Whoa. We were still promised bugbear burritos, and
Yeah, we gotta
I feel
get
like we
bugbear
gotta
burritos.
get some.
we're
gotta get some
gonna
meat
need
out
to
of
get a
this.
different bugbear.
Oh,
I told you guys from the beginning.
mm.
I don't think you want to eat this bugbear when I'm done with him.
Hey, we can handle spicy.
I don't know if you can handle that spicy.
Nothing
Hey,
like
Jim,
a little
you better
extreme
have your own
flavor.
plate and fork because you're not using mine.
Right.
If you need some seasoning, I'm packing garlic and wolfsbane.
I do have a pot that's that I'm bringing with us this time. We're
We
gonna
got some
have
rice
trail
and butter.
rations.
Do we have a cleric?
Jim,
Sort
Jim's a
of.
cleric. No, this
Other
is a
Jim.
good. This is the
So we,
good.
we have our
cleric.
Jim Jam in the middle of our other sandwich.
I'll be old Jim. How's that?
You have the. Well,
can
I
be
like
Wom-
it. It may not
You
be
can be
accurate.
Wampler.
Ji-
You can be Wampler.
Jim Jam in the sandwich. That
Jam in the
is
sandwich.
just
That's true.
horrible.
They have the.
Although a great 80s rap band.
Okay. Let me switch cameras for a moment and show you guys. So this should work. All right. So
I mean,
there
this could be a super short episode.
could be. You never know. All right. So you guys go in
That dog is huge.
through the north. Well, that's foreshortening there. It does look huge. That's funny.
That is awesome. That's got to
Bigger
be
than I
Milo.
am.
Here's the other dog. I'll put the other dog. The other dog's not here.
Yeah, definitely. The great big one is Milo, and the other one is Purgatory.
All right. The so you guys have gone north through room 1, and then you have gone north again into the next room, which is where you have so far failed to move onward. There's that door in front of you is the one you've never gotten through, and so hanging from the ceiling directly in front of the door, there is a string, and suspended directly in front of the door, there is a jar that looks like one of those sleep gas potions.
So-
High up.
Oh, I
So
watched this
directly-
episode. I know what it is.
So it's on a string.
Hanging from the roof of the ceiling.
Thibodeau, I bought a ladder.
Yeah, how far up?
About
a ladder.
about
Why
We
10
don't
have a
we-
feet.
10-foot ladder.
Why don't
so
we back?
You don't
way
need a
up?
ladder. You don't need a ladder. It's hanging directly in front of the door, about 4 feet off the ground.
Why don't we?
Well, I
back
can't reach
way
it.
up
Somebody
and
get it.
Shoot it.
No, don't shoot it.
Back way up. I
Wait,
said.
wait,
Back
wait,
up.
wait.
Back
No,
up.
Can you
back
just
up.
like
we wanna
cut it
take it.
down
Hold
and
on,
just take
Hold
it?
on. Why don't we pile up some bags underneath it so if it drops, it doesn't break?
It's only 4 feet. Tall
Just-
people go.
Just
grab it.
hold it and just cut it.
Are these
All right,
different characters?
go.
You guys tried
I'm-
this last time.
No, we didn't.
That was spiders in a doorway.
Because
Yeah,
what's going to
just
happen
spider.
is you're going to go up to reach and grab it to cut it, and it's going to open a pit trap under your feet or something.
Full of spiders.
Right.
Are there any other doors besides this one?
Yes, there's
Yeah,
one
there's.
dead-
No, go ahead, Shane.
there's one dead north, and there's one down like a hallway to the east.
Please don't call it Dead North.
He's being honest here.
We ain't dead yet. Call it sleep.
Mostly
north,
it's
maybe.
been, knocked unconscious North, but
Didn't quite make it north.
didn't
Yeah.
make it North. The expedition failed.
No,
North.
north is that way. So
So where was the last place we encountered the bugbear?
right here.
Right here.
This room.
What door did he come through? This door?
The first time he came through the east door,
East door.
right? The second time, after everybody dicked around with the trap door that was north, he came through the south door.
So is the area that used to have the spiders still open?
The fake door.
Yeah.
That's the one that's got the. Okay, so this is the door down the hallway,
to the
and
right
here
to the
you
east.
guys all are, with the door that's in front of you. This is the door that had been replaced with the spider box last time, the first time, which was when he got you guys from behind. And it was, I forget what happened with it the time before. Oh, the time before you guys were working on the door, and he threw the sleep potion in from the door
east.
that we just looked at from the east. So he's used both of the doors to get at you guys in the past.
So where is the door where he shot us last time?
You're looking at it.
The one we're standing in.
Well, that was the spider door, right? He came in
That was
from
the spider
behind
door.
us.
Yeah, this is the spider
he came
door.
in from behind us.
Right. I want to find the door that he came out of where he shot us.
That's room one.
Right behind you.
Okay. Let's go that way.
You
Oh,
just
that's
came
where we
from
came
out.
in at.
If the
He came
doors
in from
hinge
behind us.
inwards, let's spike the other doors shut while we mess with each door.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's do this.
whoa.
We got to get out.
So we don't get jumped. Or we
This
get
wizard
warning.
guy knows what he's talking about.
All right, so which doors do you spike? The one behind you that leads out, the one that used to be the spider box that leads forward, or the one to the side that's where he got you the first time around?
How about everyone except the way we came, even though the bugbear jumped you from the south once, right?
Well, you got to remember too. We still want to go north at least.
So if we spike everything except where we came, we're just going to retreat. I like this plan.
Yeah, you spike all the doors and then realize that you can't get out.
Well, we
No,
can pull the spikes out.
Yeah, let the short person tell you what to do. Spike the east door, right? Skeeter, you
Okay.
and your damn mutts watch out the north door in that room. Now, excuse me, south door. South door.
Yeah,
South
this
door-
is
south
clear
door-
as concrete.
Okay, well
Yeah.
here it is. Here it is. The south door, Skeeter, leads to the Terracotta Lions.
Back
The
to the main room.
Yeah. Okay, so south door is the Terracotta Lion room. The north door you've never been through. The door on the east, he's come through, but it connects up to where you originally fought the squid and then ate the squid. That little
True.
area there.
Goes all the way around.
I'm okay. Everybody, just wait a minute. I'm going to take the dogs by the door that we have not already come through and see if they smell anything.
The door to the north or the door to the side.
The door to the side.
Okay, so the door to the
Start with
side.
that one.
So you go around.
I'm watching out south right now.
Okay.
Yeah, watch the other doors while we're
I will actually,
dealing with this one.
I will simply turn around and face that way 100%.
All right, so up here on this door to the side, we have Skeeter and the two doggos, and you're having them do what?
Sniff around, see if anything freaks them out. I mean, if they get nervous around, skeletons, as regular dogs normally would, I would like a little bit of heads up. If they don't have any issue with the door or any of the smells, then I'm not as worried about it.
Okay, well, they do sort of put their noses in the air as if something may have been through recently, but they're not barking or pointing or anything like that at the door.
Okay. Just to the naked eye, are there any, hanging bombs in front of this door?
No.
Okay. All right, Shane, do your thing.
Which door are you doing that with? The north door?
I want Shane to do his thing. We're going to set up camp staring at this door.
It's a question of which door. Remembering that there is also the door behind you.
The sleep gas is on the north door. True.
Correct. Yeah, you are now looking directly at the north door, and there is the sleep gas potion suspended from the ceiling.
All right, everybody can kind of watch out, get out of that vaporous aroma area, and I'm going to do my thing over there.
Okay, so where do people go?
At least by the door on the south.
Okay.
All right, that's only 20 feet away from this door.
Is that jar still sealed?
Yes.
Or is it empty?
It's sealed, and it's full.
Oh, well, shoot. Can I just walk up and cut the string and grab it?
Sure.
That's what I do.
Okay. So Jim walks forward and cuts the string and now has a sleep gas potion. When he does that, the string that it was suspended from shoots upward into the ceiling as if there was some sort of counterweight going on there.
Oh no.
And
I say run.
Fastest death ever.
And a second sleep gas potion falls down from where it has been concealed in a rock in the ceiling, which nobody checked the ceiling. All right, so that one comes down and smashes everybody. Make a saving throw against sleep.
Well, sorry about that, guys.
All right, Jim's fired. Where's a blob at when you need him?
This is what happens when you let a wizard in the party.
I get up from the keyboard for 1 minute. I come back and you're making saving throws.
I don't know what you were expecting.
I was expecting exactly that I would get up from the keyboard, tell my wife welcome home, and come back and be making saving throws.
I must have been holding my breath. I think I ran pretty fast because I made that one.
All right.
I think I did too.
Me too.
Everybody must have been running.
Skeeter, what'd you roll?
Do I have to roll against that? It's sleep, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. You don't have to. Can you roll for your two dogs?
Yep. 7 and 11. They probably both.
They're both down. So the two dogs fall asleep.
All right. I got a 15, Matt. I'm all right.
Yeah, you're good. Jim Wampler?
I got a 15, so I'm good.
Okay, so everybody made a saving throw against the sleep gas this time. And when that happens, the door opens. And so let me switch my camera back over to the minis. This is kind of fun being able to switch. Okay. So the door opens.
I am really sorry about this, guys.
No, I want you to look
We
at
were ready
You're
for
in
it.
front now.
the switching is not as fun as it sounds to you, just so you know.
I think it's fun.
Open door for Skeeter. Can we see it? Is the camera pointed at it? All right.
Yeah.
So there's the open door. All right. The what there is on the other side.
How many of them?
Is this hairy-looking individual who stands about 6'7" thereabouts, and in addition to the bugbear, there are two things. And
Thing one.
behind the bugbear, you have got one of those spiders, and like the other ones that you've seen, this one appears to have a brand on the side of its carapace. And also back behind the spider, there is a human being who is dressed kind of in rags and looks very sort of unhealthy, but is staring at you with kind of mad eyes.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, for you, it's like looking in a mirror. So evil Skeeter. You got evil Skeeter back there. You've got a spider, and you've got a bugbear. And the
I'm sorry, Matt. That's redundant.
Were we supposed to rescue him?
No, not even
now,
a little.
what we have got is
I'm hoping he gets burned.
No, Thibodeau moved. So the only person who is right there, standing at the doorway, is Elijah the magic user. And we're going to roll. See, bugbears are really good at this sort of thing. He slammed the door open right at the right time. They're awfully good at surviving. That's surprising people. Now, the spider and unhealthy-looking evil Skeeter guy with the red eyes in the back are not in melee range. However, the bugbear is. And so in his surprise round, he takes a swing at
Here it
Elijah.
comes.
No, I will show you what we got. I'll hold that up there, and
Hey,
that
will not hit armor class 9.
It was actually
Oh,
the
boy.
4. It looks like the 5 is pointing, but it was actually the 4. So there is a miss from the bugbear,
Wow.
leaving the unarmored magic user standing there and going, "Wow, this was not in the textbook." And we go now into the movement phase. So going in order of dex, basically. What is Elijah's dexterity, Wampler? I'm calling you.
13.
All right, so 13. So you're going to be pretty far down on the roster. Thibodeau with a 17. What do you do?
What phase are we in?
We're in the movement phase, and you are back just inside the terracotta lion room to the south.
I want to draw my bow and arrow.
All right.
Okay.
Got the bow and arrow out. Actually, that's in the switching stuff phase. Is anybody moving?
Jim,
Kovac wants to get all up in his face.
Skeeter, where
Yeah.
are you moving?
I'm moving up the hallway.
Well, I'm sorry. go ahead.
How close to the door are my sleeping doggos?
This door, they're 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, but I am moving to see what's going on with the bugbear, and I'm thinking about this cool spell that I know.
All right. Are you going? Okay, so you would be able to start prepping that spell at the top of the round.
Right.
So really, what I'm hearing is
If I
that
move, I will trigger an attack of opportunity, correct?
that is correct because you are in melee. All right, so let me look down here, down this corridor. This is that side corridor
Right.
where Skeeter and the doggos are, and it's Thibodeau is actually a little bit further back than this. You have dog asleep. You have dog asleep, and so Skeeter. Now, what you told me was that you were going to move and look in both directions, and I'm going to say that really you've got to pick one direction. You can guard that door, or you can move forward and look through the bugbear door. What do you do?
Oh God, I can't not. I'm going for the bugbear.
All right. Are you going to go around the corner and fight in melee, or are you going to
No.
line up with Thibodeau? With
Not
the
at
bow?
all.
All right. So you're lining up with Thibodeau in the bow fire section.
Sure.
All right.
Am I
So
gonna block
you-
your line of shot if I
you
get all
move.
up in his business?
has
Doesn't
that
matter.
We don't
ever
care.
ever stopped this
Yeah.
party before?
Yeah, really, we don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Doesn't even
okay,
matter a
Kovac's gonna
little
get
bit.
all up in there.
Okay.
He's got a bone to pick with his bugbear. And
Hey, Matt, can you add some light to that because it's really dark on camera?
It's
All the
nighttime, but I
banana?
got a torch.
I just want to apologize right now. Sorry. You'll know why.
Let me
Oh.
see if I've got a. Okay, I don't. So there is a open door behind you guys. Here we go.
Oh, are you
I'll
fucking
use this.
kidding me?
Well, Lethy should be in it.
Am I
that
fucking
open
kidding?
door.
No, this is just sort of showing where people are. Is that too much in the way? Let me look over at my thing.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
wall.
too much in the way.
That's
Never
a little
mind. Okay.
excessive.
All right, it's excessive.
We need
Well,
a top view.
Oh, you just mean from camera position.
Okay, so
I'm gonna puke.
did somebody say they needed a top view?
No, this
Jim,
is
close
cool.
one eye.
I will give you
Hey,
a
there's
very
a wall
quick
in our way.
sort of backup view of where everyone is standing. Okay, now what you're looking at, this is the view from inside the Terracotta Lion room, and it's not very clear. Let me back it up a little more. All right, so you guys are all basically standing sort of at the back. We've got Thibodeau, and we have Skeeter with bows out. We have got Lethy at the moment standing behind them. We have Tovak sort of more in the front of the group, and then we have Elijah the Mage toe-to-toe with the bugbear. And then when we
Just
move,
like we drew it up in the locker room.
that's right. So
And
we
threw
go
that one away.
we go forward over here, and now we're looking off to the east where the two dogs are asleep. Okay, and then backing it up here, we can see sort of what you guys are seeing through the door. And this is Elijah, and I will actually, let me scoot this to the side a little bit. So here's Elijah and the bugbear. Okay. What do? We've just had the movement. Now we're down to Jim in the movement cycle. Jim, we got, this is a phased melee round, Jim, but actually I used it at the convention where you last played, so you're familiar with that.
I'll get the hang of it.
All right. So this is
Which
you.
Jim?
This is you
Because
right here,
Lethy
Jim.
hasn't gone.
What are you going to do? Are you going to run like hell and take the attack?
Oh,
We
you
need
know
a more specific Jim call on that one.
Sorry, Mr. Wampler.
I'm gonna.
Elijah.
Can I throw a spell now?
You're no, for a couple of reasons. One is that it's a movement phase, but more importantly, you're in melee.
So all right.
You can start prepping a spell after this phase. We do movement, and then we do shifting any possessions around and stuff like that, and then you'll be able to start a spell at the very top of the next round.
All right. So can I throw something now, or it's just movement?
Nope, just movement. That's all. The only question is do you move?
Well, I can't move because he'll hit me an extra time, so I'll just stand my ground. I can try and shift position to make room for people to get bow shots through.
Yeah, you can try. It won't work though.
Yeah, we don't care.
Well, I'm pinned, so there's nothing I can do in movement phase.
Okay. So you
All now
move a
play
little bit.
dead.
I get hit either way.
You move a little bit to the side, and the bugbear is really like there because he just opened the door. So yeah, it's as ominous as it looks. So anyway, all right.
Is he standing right in the doorway?
Yeah, well, he opened the door was the thing. He was waiting for the crash sound. You don't know how it is that he knows when you guys have gone into the dungeon. That's a different question. But obviously,
DM Fiat.
he's absolutely right. It's not DM Fiat. It's not DM Fiat.
He's got tons of gold. He's probably got spies out in the city.
This guy talks to spiders, guys. Spiders are everywhere, and they have 8 eyes.
No, shush! Let Bill
No, it's Allah.
rage.
Allah is the one who has the thing about bugs. So Allah, I
I
apologize.
just want to make sure they don't leap out of places and kill us.
And there's one in the
Just
process of
preventative poking
doing that.
Whoa,
Right.
phrasing.
with the 10-foot pole.
All right, we're stopping the phrasing thing, guys, because you can find it frickin' anywhere. All right. All right, so Jim is holding his ground. Then at the beginning, we go up to the spells and missiles phase.
Hey,
Our
hey,
fastest.
Matt,
yeah.
I hate to interrupt, but Lethy actually does want to move.
You think
right
that
now.
Hey,
you get to do stuff?
I'm
Jim won.
hoping. My dex
Alright.
is higher than 13. I just,
Okay.
want to. Well,
What
for
you
one
do?
thing, I want to turn around because I was facing the other way.
All right,
I
so
wanna
everybody. So now let me understand. Everybody is now looking into the bugbear room with their backs to the 2 other doors. Is that correct?
oh,
No,
here we
I-
go.
I just want to make sure that I actually get. I want to make sure that Lethy has seen what's
Fucking
going on,
warriors.
and then I'm actually going to move into the lion room,
Okay.
step out of the line of fire,
Okay.
and turn perpendicular to the door into the lion room. So I am So if something comes through there that's bugbear shaped, I can whack it. If something comes into the lion room coming from any of the other doors, I see it.
Okay.
Correct.
So that's where you go, and I'm going to put you sort of, well, basically
The
right
patented
in
run
the
and
way.
hide.
Yeah. Okay. So we go to the beginning of the spells and missiles phase, and in order of dexterity, Thibodeau, you are the first, I believe, right?
Darn right.
17?
Well, so far.
All right. And you are shooting into the melee where the unarmored magic user is standing.
I'm
Just
shooting
shoot.
right down between that mage that almost made us fall asleep,
All right.
but maybe hitting the bugbear.
All right. Go for it.
Ooh, 18.
All right. Because this was already going pear-shaped in a big way. All right. So, let me grab my dice.
Yeah, really.
Really? You don't have your dice?
No, I have them in my hand, but I needed to get them off the floor where they were in the Crown Royal bag. So let's put some dice out here because this is dice time.
Oh boy.
Woohoo, dice time. Okay, so
He's excited.
that's right. Because I gotta actually roll for the first time. I have to find out how many hit points this bugbear is. Nobody's laid a finger on him up until this point. This is kind of a weak.
I'm
No,
gonna put
okay.
a finger on him.
You know what adds insult to injury? He's a pretty small, scrawny-looking bugbear.
He got brain power.
It's even worse. Okay,
He outsmarted us, and I'm
totally
okay with that.
Okay, so you hit the bugbear. Tell me again how much damage you did.
D6. True. Badass. Wow, 6.
Ow. Okay, and then your second shot, did you hit or miss?
He left.
I know.
He's done. I'm tired of this
He
shit.
missed
All right.
the table.
Yeah, I had to get to 20. It went that way. All right, I'm going to aim at Jim again. That worked out pretty good.
Okay, good.
Ooh, 17.
All right, so that one also goes. You got Jim. You got one arrow going past each ear, and your sense of things is that this party is like locked and loaded. This is the most efficient, accurate missile fire you have ever seen in your life. That they can
As long as
effortlessly
he doesn't
shoot
move.
right into melee. So roll your damage on the second die roll there, Shane.
Big 3.
Okay.
6, 3, 9.
Now he's actually looking kind of hurt. Now we move on to. I got to check what their initiative is because
Next initiative.
well, they don't actually have any spells or missiles going off.
I have a ranged attack.
Who's got less than a 15?
Dex?
Me.
Jim,
For Dex?
Jim 2.
I don't. I have
mean,
a
who's-
14.
All right, cool.
I have
All
a
right,
14 as well.
Jeez.
spells and missiles. That was in the. They should have gone in the movement phase. They didn't. They've assumed a defensive position, not strong. Okay. He's looking really, really, really hurt, Shane. And now we go to the 14s next, right? Don't we drop to Tovak and Skeeter in the next dexterity? Okay. Who's first? We're going to go with 1 to 5 is Ala. Skeeter, you're first off the mark. What do you do?
Cast my spell.
Okay. When did you prepare the spell? You carrying the spell locked and loaded?
When I was telling you that I was thinking about my spell when I was over by the door. So am I
Okay,
preparing
so you
it
have
now?
not finished. You haven't finished yet, then. Because
Okay.
it was. You didn't begin in the spells and missiles of last round. You only began sort of in the movement phase, and you didn't have an earlier phase because they surprised you. So this is really the
Okay.
first full round you guys have had. So you can begin casting the spell now, and it will go off at the top of the round next round. Does that work?
Jesus.
Okay. Tovak, what do you do? Missiles, spells, anything?
Oh, no, he's
Missiles and
he's
spells.
waiting for a chance to run in there.
Anybody else have missiles and spells?
Tackle that
they're gonna
bugbear.
use?
Lefty is going to prepare
I
killer
do.
wounds.
I have a missile.
Magic missile?
No. I'm going to. Since we just got nuked by one of those sleep clouds, how big was it approximately?
Filled about 40-foot diameter.
Okay, so I'm going to chuck the one I have in my hand about 25 feet down that hall past their heads.
Okay.
Well, north.
North.
Roll to hit. You've got obviously lots of room for error here, but
This could really go sideways.
Crit miss. Roll the 1.
I did roll a one.
you did roll a one.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right, so you throw it, and it hits the archway over
He
the
goes
top
backwards at Jim 1.
of the door.
Still
Okay,
going to get
so,
the bugbear, though.
so it does hit the archway. and it doesn't break, but then after hitting the archway, it falls down straight and smashes on the stones that are in there. Okay. Let's switch the camera back here and take a look. This is Jim. Mr. Wampler. You are a member of this party. That's
a fabulous debut. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
that
everybody,
is straight up gold right there.
everybody, make a saving throw against the sleep poison. The bugbear makes his. The spider doesn't need to, but the evil Skeeter-looking minion clone ghoul zombie guy goes down at the back there, so he's asleep. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's count off. Skeeter,
It's sleep.
you're asleep.
No,
No,
I'm
you're
not asleep.
It's sleep. All right, so you're good. You're
it's
still
sleep.
casting your spell. Jim Hazeltine, how's Lethy?
Well, Lethy's wondering that since she's not actually in that room
Uh-huh.
and is around a corner, is she still making this saving throw?
Can I show you what corner it is you're around?
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at the thing right now. This is in the room with the lions, looking forward toward the room of the bugbear.
Mhm.
The bugbear is still standing. Now, all right, here we go northward around the corner, and this is where Lethy has been standing, keeping an eye on both corridors. Okay, there is a wall behind you. This is actually a closed-off thing, I think.
Okay, I thought it was a door across the room from the bugbear.
Well, yes. I mean, you are. That door is located 5, 10, 50. That door is located only 20 feet from the arch where the sleep potion dropped. So you are only 20 feet away from the sleep potion. So, yes, it does fill that area, and you have to make a saving throw.
And I failed the saving throw.
Awesome. Okay.
And I assume that costs me my spell as well.
Damn.
No, it doesn't, because you did not take damage. So actually, the spell will just sort of reset in your head. You'll dream it a little bit, and then you'll still have it. Okay, so we've got Lethy down. Tovak, how'd you do?
Rolled a 15 again.
Okay, so you're good. You're still standing
He's
there.
like frothing at the beard, and that sort of keeps it from getting up his nasal cavity.
Beard froth. Awesome.
Beard froth.
All right, Mr. Wampler, how'd you do?
Can I burn some luck? Wrong game. Sorry.
What edition do you think you're playing? I'm
Thought I was playing DCC for a second. No,
Jim's a mega hero.
I rolled a 13. I'm down.
What'd you roll?
13.
This is almost too brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. So you're asleep.
I think it's it's totally fitting for this party.
It's
Shane.
a spectacular debut. What I lack in fancy accents, I make up for in plain city.
Shane, how'd you do?
I rolled right on it. I rolled a 13. I got a 13.
All right, that'll do it. So basically,
I'm blinking.
what has happened is that now Elijah is out of the line of fire of the guys with the bows. So,
Could be good.
however, we've just finished the spells and missiles phase, and we move into the melee phase. Tovak, you did not move forward, did you, or did you?
I thought I did.
Yeah,
but
I
I
think
may
you
not
did
have
too.
communicated that clearly enough.
No,
but I want
that's-
to be all up in the bugbear space, and
Okay.
She wanted the bugbear's
What's-
burrito before Zach.
Yeah.
Before Skeeter gets
like
out.
I want to mince him and like flavor him before
Yeah, we got shredded.
whatever Skeeter's gonna do to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're up there. You are in the.
All right, come on,
You're
guys.
in the doorway against the bugbear. You are faced off against him. We're looking at you from behind. This is a
it's a
Skeeter's eye view,
2.
as I usually do. And you roll a 2. Okay.
Yeah, I did not want it enough.
All right. So, well, no, the thing is that just when you move forward, you stepped
What
on the broken.
hell is wrong with us?
You stepped on the broken bottle that was there on the floor.
I
and
slipped.
You slipped a little bit and swung the sword. Fortunately, you didn't swing the sword into Elijah, who is taking a snooze down there at your feet. He's sort of his legs are sort of up in the air and splayed out a little bit, and so you're having to kind of step over his legs to get there close to the bugbear. But you've moved up. You're taking your heroic swing. That is the beginning of the melee phase, but it also means that the bugbear gets his chance to attack. He rolls a 6. That's no good. We move into the movement phase. Thibodeau, any movement?
No, I'm good.
Skeeter and Tovak? Oh, wait. 15.
I'm just going to cool it right where I am, Matt.
All right. In 15,
Chill out.
The spider
Snore out.
charges past Tovak. That's an attack. You can make an attack, Tovak.
Okay, come on.
All right, so
this
you
time.
try and untangle yourself from Elijah.
Okay, it's a 14.
All right. All right, 2 seconds. See, this is stuff that's in books and things.
That is an armor class 5.
Yeah, I know that there are a lot of people who think it's really silly that I have to look things up in the rules that I
See,
wrote.
this is why I stopped doing Thaco. I can't do it anymore. It's too much math.
Nope.
Here to kill things with a sword, not do math.
It's fine.
All right, this is a 4-foot diameter spider. It's AC 6, so that's a hit. Roll your damage on the spider.
It is 7 points of damage.
Holy shit! Yeah, I forget that Tovak's a cleaving machine.
Brr.
So we've
down.
fully grasped that there is a spider 4 feet in diameter trying to get us.
It's two
It's the legs.
It's two 2-foot semicircles. Okay.
Right.
Because that made it so much better.
Well,
Look,
it's
the
not
body is
moving
4
anymore.
feet for the halfling.
All right, so it basically, so Tovak cleaves the spider in half. Let me ask a question, Zach. Can you see the gestures? Am I far enough back to see the gestures?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, you are.
well,
I want to
on
answer because you asked
Skype
my
you are.
name.
Okay, so Tovak slices through the spider, bisects it, which is why it's two semicircular things. They fall sideways like this, and spider guts come down, mostly covering Elijah, who is down there. There's a minor concern that he might not be able to breathe under the spider guts, but you do see little bubbles coming up through the spider guts where his face is. So probably he's okay. But anyway, so there is now no spider.
Make sure
and-
he's not eating more than his fair share of those spider guts.
Yeah. I haven't even earned my team cutlery yet.
Come on now.
Kick him off to the side so he's like sideways.
All right.
Don't
Those
touch
are,
that.
those are party spider guts.
So that was the movement phase. They don't now have anybody else to move the bugbears toe to toe. But yeah, so the attempt to charge your missile weapon section worked out poorly because I'm not rolling well on hit dice for monsters, although I'm doing okay on the other rolls. So movement. Now we go to Tovak and Rekestric.
I'm gonna stay right here. What if you
Okay.
want to reposition?
Rekestric, are you going to move?
I am not.
Okay. So everyone is staying where they are.
Do we need to tuck and roll? Do we need to
what?
tuck and roll? I don't know if Rekestric is planning some sort of big elaborate thing, so I'm not sure if I need to tuck and roll in anticipation.
Oh, I would probably.
It's not going to
Rekestric?
matter.
Rekestric, should I tuck and roll?
All right, so we've got that was the movement phase, and so everyone is staying where you are. We go to the switching stuff around phase. If anybody wants to do anything like that,
I roll over on the other side and sleep.
you're asleep. But I think Ala said she was nudging you sideways a little bit, so you'd be sort of out of the spider guts,
So you're
right?
Yeah.
spitting out spider gravy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well he's asleep too.
We need
right?
that to flavor the burrito.
Yeah. Okay. So Jim is
That's what I'm
so
saying.
Jim is currently just flat on his back, covered in spider guts, and sort of they're just draining from the nasal cavities in the mouth and all of that good stuff.
Don't forget the broken glass he's lying on, Matt.
Oh right. So
Right.
you've got broken glass that you're lying on. So anyway, that's your situation, and we go now to the melee phase in which. The bugbear is actually faster than Tovak, which is not something that's happened with monsters before. But he leans back, takes a great big swing, rolls a 14, and going out of the screen for just a moment, taking a look back at my book, and I'm going to get my DM screen out next time because this is just
AC1 is the number you're trying to hit. and I don't think a 14 is going to do it.
Oh no, I doubt it. Not for a monster that's a
That's plate mail for you right
Yeah,
there.
this is why
No.
it was 400 gold pieces.
Allah. He needs a 15.
Oh,
See, that's why you pay the extra money.
Vindication!
All right, that's right. That's Skeeter. That's right there. That was the value on that.
That's one.
So there's this
need
big old
5.
swing bat. Now, are you carrying your shield? I guess you
I
are
am,
because you
yes.
long sword. Okay, so swings back, dings the shield, leaving a little bit of a dent in there, but does not manage to make contact with you. And now the only other person who is in melee is you, so it's your turn. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a hit off on him.
Get him.
It's a 13.
And that's a miss.
Dang it.
I'm pretty sure that's a miss. We'll check it. You're a second level fighter, right?
Yes. Second level. I can double check.
13
That would
hits
be an
AC
armor
6.
class 6.
All right. Yeah, no, he's armor class 5.
Oh, so you miss each other by one. Like,
Yeah, we're just like gently whipping.
So yeah, I mean that looked
Each other.
that looked almost like a coordinated kung fu movie there for a moment. As you guys whip swords around, missed by inches. You probably would have hit him, Allah, except that you've got all kinds of spider guts down there on the floor now, and you step in the spider guts a little bit. So
Slickery.
that was the melee phase.
you would have hit him, except you were slightly slowed down by heavy plate mail.
No.
You can't bring me down, man. You can't bring me down. I'm feeling good so far.
So we've got that was the melee phase, movement phase. Anybody budging? Coming around to the spells and missiles.
Didn't we do that twice?
I think we did, yeah.
All
Didn't
right.
we do movement before melee?
All right. Oh no, yeah,
on
okay.
on that
We're
first
good.
word round.
We're good. Spells and missiles. What do we do?
Oh hell yeah!
Mr.
right.
Sandman, bring me a dream.
Watch him be immune to it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It was just like that would be like the ultimate dick move.
Well, Shane's gonna kill
Yeah,
him.
if I want to
before it
shoot his
even
ass.
works.
Yeah.
All right. Shane, what'd you roll?
Oh, roll. All right. I don't think a 5 hit.
Okay.
17.
All right. So let's roll this roll again with no bonuses to see whether that first arrow goes into Tovak.
Oh, the one that missed?
Yeah.
All right. That's okay. She can duck. A 9.
9. Okay, so
Yeah.
Fail.
so a
It
sort
like
of
bounces off the plate.
yeah bounces off the plate mail at the back, and then roll damage for your 17.
I was going to wave at her when she turned around and eyeballed me.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 points.
This is not the first time.
Probably more heavily armored in the back.
She started yelling, my kidney.
All right, Shane, all right, you know what? You hit him, and he reels back a little bit, and you realize that in numerical terms, he's probably at 1 hit point. Skeeter, what do you do?
I cast my sleep spell.
All right. He is the only one standing there. So, yeah, he slumps down and falls asleep.
You people are going to want to avert your gaze for a little bit.
Wait,
So
do we want to find out where our stuff is?
Yeah.
We actually took him alive. Oh
We're-
boy.
Yes, we did, which gives me so much joy. You don't
Can we
even
sell
know.
him to the ogre bar?
I have
Not-
literally been thinking about this all day long.
Oh, we can sell
Take him
him.
alive.
We
alive
can totally
Peter.
sell him.
Took him alive with
Please,
the
let's
good
sell him.
cleric asleep.
Yeah.
The only
Oh.
party member who's possibly going to protest you guys getting this
Oh,
guy for burritos is
our
dead to the world.
okay. So it's me and Shane and Allah that are
Yeah.
conscious at this point, right?
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay, Tovak, you need to carry Lethe out into the fresh air for a minute so she can get some air and get that poison sleepy out of her.
Hey, y'all don't go crazy. We got a
We'll
funky
take care of the
looking guy in the
bugbear.
back.
Yeah, well, you guys are gonna find my plates, right? Like,
Yeah, we're gonna find out where that
Let's
stuff
go.
is right now.
just okay. I'm gonna take Lethe, and I'll take this guy too. Like, this guy don't look so good right now.
All right,
I'll
so-
take both of them,
We'll-
both the sleeping
We'll
time,
clean the shit off of Jim too.
one on each shoulder, just like walk him out.
All right.
Yeah, we could
Drag
we
his
could put
face on the ground, you can get most of it off.
we could put Jim and the doggos on Rocky.
Yeah.
Just so they are mobile.
Yeah, you
Well,
know,
I'm
you
gonna go
guys,
take care of the wrinkly guy before they get all crazy.
a long time ago, you guys built sort of wooden things for Rocky's saddle that are used to hold bodies, because almost every time
Right.
you come in here,
Right.
somebody's been down.
Okay,
Does that-
I want to check out the evil Skeeter.
Okay.
Which again is redundant.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, you look at him, and he just looks kind of unhealthy, and like if he were not asleep, he would look crazed, and you sort of think that you remember that. So,
All right,
a
we'll
matter
tie
of
him
Join
up.
the party.
all right, you tie him up. He's tied up.
Search them all.
Now we're gonna take. Does Bugbear have armor or weapons on him, or
Yeah,
is it just
Bits,
Bugbear?
sort of bits.
I don't know.
No, he's got little
Okay.
bits and pieces of armor.
Okay, we'll pull all that stuff off.
Okay.
A plate here, a plate there.
Bag on the head.
Okay.
Tie up the feet.
Okay.
Tie one
Slightly
arm.
bound to wounds.
One arm. All right.
One arm. One arm's going to be free because I need to make a point.
All right.
Wow.
We can make burritos out of that.
Okay.
I haven't even started yet.
As long as you guys can save me some burritos, all right?
We gotta
Just
have some burritos.
The last thing Tovac says before he.
we keep this. We're at PG 13 because we're not doing a Saw movie here, Skeeter.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. You'll have
All
to
right.
step in when we need to break this.
I see.
They don't have a pause
I'm afraid that with one arm and one hit point, he's somehow going to turn the tables on us.
He might.
Just,
He might.
just two
I
of
mean,
us.
honestly, this could not be any better for me right now.
All right. Go ahead, Skeeter. What do you do?
I want to smack him awake
Okay.
without obviously trying to kill him. Just
Uh-huh.
when he starts to move on his own, ask him, "Do you speak this language in common?
All right.
Do
He
you
says.
understand me?"
He says yes in a very refined accent.
refined.
Indeed.
Indubitably. Okay, are you working?
elven ignoramus.
Are you working alone or are you working for someone?
He says, "I like spiders. Spiders are good. The spider god is the best spider of all. The world shall be our vast cocoon. Webs shall cover all. The children will feed upon the walking blood fruit."
Yeah.
Time to eat that guy.
Can't wait to eat this guy.
I like
Where's your sleeping grounds?
He points to the northward of the two doors. Let me scoot this forward so that you can see what's inside the room that you're in. And then I need to.
I'm a little thrown off by the PG-13 talk. Now I'm trying to redecide how I'm going to ask these questions because this already has gone way less hostile than I thought it would be.
All right, so we've got.
How many people are watching this?
It was 13.
We're going to record
Yeah, we
it
got
though.
13 right now.
All right,
All
so
right.
you've got.
You can do
uh,
it, Skeeter. You just
in
want to
this
eat his
room-
giblets.
The room is
All
20
on the edge
feet
of their
wide.
seats.
20 feet wide, 40 feet deep. Am I on mute or is no one just listening to me? No one's just listening to me. Okay, so 12 by 20 by 40. There are two doors in the room. Okay, so that's the north door, and he points to that north door.
Okay. I'll ask him if he remembers us.
He looks at you and he goes,
Well, he's got a bag on his head, so it would have
Oh,
to be
I-
from
so he
previous
says-
combat memory.
"No, I don't recognize you." Well, possibly 25 gold pieces each time, I think, each.
He said time.
So that's going to be the hand with my
Give
hand
another-
axe.
All right, so you cut off his hand, is that right?
Yes.
All right,
so
he dies.
we start with that. Well, I'm going to bind him up
Okay.
and see if he remains alive but
No.
unconscious.
He had 1 hit point. You cut off his hand, he's dead.
Well, we often have 1 hit point and drop to 0 and come back.
But he
All
is
right.
he is a monster. So he's dead at 0 hit points.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Everybody-
Dude, you've always been on my list of people not to tick off, but boy,
All right,
that's
Shane.
dark.
I don't know if you want to watch this or not.
All right. Well, what happens at this point too is that everybody wakes up,
There
and
you go. Cool.
and-
I'm
and-
still working.
I know you're still busy, but the scary looking guy that you tied up, the human, suddenly starts saying, "The world shall be our vast cocoon. Webs shall cover all. The children will feed upon the walking blood fruit."
Wait a minute,
Well,
I'm going to memorize that. I might need it for
Yeah,
later.
I think we're gonna let Lethe have a whole holy war with this guy.
All right, Lethe, what do you do?
That'd be 30 minutes of talking.
Where's my toe?
Yeah, we got another person to interrogate. I am busy making a bugbear suit.
All right, so you're skinning the bugbear.
Mhm.
Okay, well you're an elf, so you know how to do things like that. You're skinning the bugbear,
Lethe will be interrogating this guy to try and figure out, first of all, who his deity is, and second of all, where they come from, and third of all, where's my toe?
okay.
Okay,
So
before I get too
question was,
excited,
where's my toe? And he says your feet. All right, Skeeter.
we're supposed to go through the north door. I just want to reiterate that because I will get too excited wearing the bugbear suit that I will forget. You're muted, Shane.
We get tan in a few days.
Oh.
You might want to.
Nope,
He was
absolutely
fresh.
not. I want it fresh. All the leavings, that's your burrito.
Dang, Kovac, you want to be an elf?
Oh, I don't know anymore.
Elven
I'm
justice.
reevaluating my randoms right now.
There you go.
Hey,
Good
you
choice.
wanna be a halfling?
Yeah, we can be the halfling right here, right?
Oh,
Like the
man,
halfling.
halflings don't seem that bad after all.
Just hungry. Yeah, we're just hungry.
All right.
Not often
so-
you see the dwarf grossed out by the elf. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Now
That's a little bit
that's
extreme, guys. I
that's
don't know about
unusual. All right. So at the moment, now Rekestric has an almost functioning bugbear suit. He's having some trouble with the head part, and you don't think you're going to get a very good head.
I'm just setting it on top of my head like a hat.
Now look, we're cleaning it out, bleaching.
I'm not
make a
trying to
helmet.
look like a bugbear. I am definitely trying to look like an elf wearing a bugbear that pissed
Okay,
him
well
off.
that's not hard. So you do the sort of thing like on those Roman helmets where they'd have like the wolf head
Yeah,
going
yeah,
over the
totally.
top like that. Okay, yeah, no, you can.
Yeah,
you can-
that is totally the look I'm going for.
okay,
Are you going full Texas Chainsaw Massacre here? Is that what we're
Fucking lootly.
going? Okay.
That was totally the intent.
Okay.
we're going Space Marine here.
Yeah, this is gonna get dark.
Okay. Okay, so are you? What are you doing with the north door there? You've got your bug.
well,
You've got your
after-
bugbear suit, Lethe. Okay, Lethe, do you have anything more that you want to talk about with this culty spooky dude?
Ask him where the evil priests are, because we're going to hit him sooner or later.
I kind of did that already. Said where, which god do you worship and where are they?
Okay, so he says, we worship the spider god. The spider god is great. The spider god gives all.
Come on,
The,
spider god's got to have a name.
The world shall be our vast cocoon. Webs shall cover all. The children will feed upon the walking blood fruit.
Were we really ambushed 3 times successfully by a bugbear who can't, and his sidekick, and this is all they can say?
That's it.
Well, I think the bugbear had more to say, but he's dead now.
So the bugbear was the brains of the
He was the brains of the operation.
He was
Fair
very
enough.
articulate.
Fair enough. All right.
I feel kind of snazzy wearing his
We
skin.
find a monocle and like a top hat in the bugbear stash.
Holy shit, is Zach in here? Zach does love the monocle.
Are there more
do hear you.
spider worshippers? Are
I
there
know
more
you
spider
do.
worshippers in the in the buried city?
Around.
He says, he nods his head and says, the world shall be our vast cocoon.
Where's your temple?
My head.
Webs shall cover all.
That's a finger.
That's. Ain't
Where's
eating
your,
that
where's your temple?
All right, so you cut off his finger, and he
Matt
does
is
not
being responsible
he does
with
not
the-
react. Oops, he does not react in the slightest bit to that, except for the fact that
Wow.
he has no finger.
We're not
That's
eating
like
him.
a-
That's like beef
That's
jerky.
like a challenge. There's a lot of joints in the arm.
Mm-hmm.
We searched all these guys, right?
They've got.
No.
Well, no, you didn't, but you can, and
I forgot the cleric is sitting there looking at me, being the moral milepost.
not just that. He's standing right next to you because he's talking to the person. She's
just
talking
keep
to the
smacking
person
him.
that
Yeah,
you're busy
I
cutting up.
I give Orchestric the finger.
Hey. This could become a holy relic. Weirder things have happened. I'm going to keep it.
Why don't we
it in a
knock
jar.
this guy back out and take him to the temple?
Okay.
That's what you're gonna do.
We can
Yes.
strap him to Rocky later.
All right, so you knock him out. Rocky's already got the two dogs on him.
Can we wake up the dogs?
No, remember this is the sleep gas. It's not a sleep spell.
Okay.
Well, everybody woke up though, so actually no,
Yeah,
the dogs
Jim too woke up.
are awake.
Yeah. Nice. Very sophisticated.
Yeah. it's very sophisticated.
That's awesome.
What are we looking at? And
Oh,
Yeah,
you missed it. It was
Jim
it was
had
a
an awesome-
great.
Yeah.
That is
Bugbear-
sophisticated.
bugbear on the top.
That is
Okay.
a sophisticated bugbear.
Okay, can you scan that and put that on the Swords of Jordoba?
Oh,
Okay.
please do.
Yeah, I think we need
Please.
this. We need
Please.
this.
That would be.
Is that
good.
That's awesome.
Hey, Matt, let me get a good description of the room. It was 20 by 40.
yes, it was 40 feet north-south, 20 feet east-west. The door that you came in was on the westernmost part of that 20-foot wall. And then the two doors, which I think you've seen, one of them's in the northern. They're both on the east wall. One of them's in the northernmost square. One of them's in the southernmost square. The northernmost door was one that the bugbear indicated.
Wait a minute now.
Mhm.
The two doors are where now? Which wall? East, west, east.
They're on.
west?
They're the two doors exiting the room are both on the east wall.
Okay. You said one in the north corner, one in the south side, right?
But both going into the east wall.
Alrighty.
You guys load up Rocky and you head back. Okay.
I don't want to.
Are we leaving the
Where?
skinned bugbear back there? I mean, don't you guys want, ribs, fillets?
The dogs.
Yeah.
The dogs are working on that at the moment.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Hey, don't eat all of it.
Hey, they earned their keep.
We,
They,
do you mean
they've been
we
sleeping.
promised burritos.
It's all right.
Gotta get burritos.
We'll get some bugbear burritos. I promise.
So you just came here to get this guy, right? And you got him.
Well, that was phase 1. Phase 2 is get all of our shit back.
What do we know where it is?
And we want to leave now.
North door.
Okay.
If we believe the bugbear that I'm now wearing.
Oh, you have become the bugbear.
Now you're going to have to get that tanned if you want to keep it for any long period of time because you've already got blood coming down your
Oh yeah.
face and you're squishing as you walk.
No, there will be a whole process once we get back. But
You were bored at work today, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
All the authority figures were gone at work today.
Do we want to make sure that our stuff is actually there before we leave?
Yeah, who wants to leave?
Yeah, I want to go.
I'm saying take crazy guy back to temple.
Yeah, we'll take him
Well,
later. We got him.
Let's tie him up and put him on Rocky, and then we'll just keep an eye on him.
We can
Yeah.
just keep hitting him.
You're that.
Take a finger or two here and there.
I
That
mean,
feels good,
the
too.
entrance room's right behind us. We're like literally one room into the dungeon.
Don't want to get distracted by a side quest, okay? I just want my plates back.
Oh yeah, let's don't get
Side quest.
yeah.
Go one.
All right.
room.
You're
Let's
50
go.
feet. Just, I mean, to give you the
No,
measurement,
wait, we have to go back all the way to the temple.
you're 50
on the
feet
other
away
side
from
of
the
town.
entrance to the dungeon.
Then we have to. Then we have to go to the temple.
And I
in
might
town.
add that you're 50 feet away from the entrance to the dungeon, and you've just gotten through a door that you've never been able to fight your way through before. Just saying.
I know. Oh, we got to keep going.
I wasn't
mean-
going to
We
include
gotta
that
keep
part.
going.
But
Loot wise, we're
Yeah,
only up one
like,
bugbear cosplay.
Can we take
suit,
the
right?
crazy insane spider priest guy back to the temple to like so they can interrogate him? And
He's
I can
not
feel like a
going
good cleric.
anywhere.
I let you gut a bugbear. Can
Well,
you
he
give me
gut
the
the
spider guy?
You let me wear a bugbear.
I'm letting you wear a bug. I haven't said a word about it.
All right,
I've been
all right, here we go.
completely
Here we go.
not sure
We're
we're
gonna
give
going
me
to
a
town with
give me a
this
prisoner.
Listen. We're gonna make a compromise because gnomes or halflings are good for that, right?
Okay.
Right. All right, Jim. You take Rocky. Take the dead guy back. We're gonna wait for you right here in this room. Right. You hurry up now.
Oh, I'm not waiting here.
All
I'm
right.
not sitting here like a duck for more shit to fall out of the ceiling.
Well, also,
That's
this
okay.
is, you know,
We're
this
cooking.
is, paladins are really used to this sort of planning.
I just want to point out to Elijah that stuff didn't just fall on the ceiling. In fact, you pulled it in on top of it. So if you just stand there and don't touch anything until I get
You
back,
say tomato, I say tomato.
Look, we'll just
my
make a
plan of
burrito.
stand 50 feet away and shoot it would have been just fine. So I'll take the cleric back to this crazy thing, back to the temple, and then come back.
Okay.
Well,
You arrive back, unless the rest of you guys want to split the party.
no,
Um,
staying here, you know.
All right, so you're
Staying here
you're
making burritos.
staying there. Oh, right. You've got
Yeah.
you've got the hibachi and everything, so that's
Yeah,
why the
yeah.
cleric's out.
Yeah.
All right, so the cleric heads
Works out
back
for
to the
everyone.
Now it's
city,
like a beach party.
and a few minutes later, a little stream of good-smelling smoke wafts out from the front door of the dungeon that you're only 50 feet away from.
Good smelling smoke. We're talking about bugbear burritos, a half-eaten carcass of a bugbear, no less, that
Yeah,
dogs
we're
have
used
been
to
at.
it.
That's what we're.
Yeah.
We
that's
ate
what-
snail.
So good smelling.
Our standards are low.
I am completely comfortable with everything that has
So
happened.
low.
Okay, so Lethy, you get back to the room, and you find everybody sort of sitting around with full bellies, looking kind of sleepy. The bugbear has been grilled over the top of the hibachi, and there's only about a third of him left, and the dogs are gnawing on some bones that are there.
Did you guys enjoy your burritos?
You want one?
They're a,
And we're just like belching and
they're a
making-
little gamey,
bugbear out
but
of our
they'll do
teeth.
in a pinch.
It's
No
okay.
thanks.
We can handle them.
I wrote the recipe down in my book.
There you
Where
go.
did
Me
we
too.
get tortillas from?
First,
And
kill bugbear. Second, roast bugbear. Third, eat bugbear.
We got
That's
it.
basically
Go
all the
back to
recipes.
cookbook.
That is dungeon
How
dining.
to make bugbear burrito.
I'm
Start
sorry you
with a
had to be a
bugbear.
part of this, Mr. Wampler.
Oh no, I'm all on board with you. Eat what you kill.
There you go. We're doing it.
If I'd
We
been
have it
prepared, I
decided.
would have brought some eggs to scramble up with the brains.
Jeez.
There we go.
all right, so
All right,
so
search the room, search the secret doors, y'all.
Yeah,
okay.
I will do that as well, being an elf.
Kinda.
Okay, you do not find any secret doors.
Yeah, I'm slipping out of the elven race a little bit at a time.
Can't find
Into
secret
the
doors.
bugbear race.
Well,
You're just going from high elf to wood elf, sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Morally gray elf.
Yeah.
oh, definitely, definitely.
All right.
So North Door.
North door, but let's search it. Go listen to it. Yeah, nobody heard
Oh,
us.
yeah.
All right.
Are there any
so-
strings attached to it?
So no, there are no strings attached. Shane, you hear a kind of a scuttling noise.
Well, they didn't scuttle
South
through
Door.
the-
What could that be?
Because
All right.
of those
They live.
spiders.
So you move. Hang on a second. Let me go to my. This is way easier switching cameras back and forth too. This is definitely the way we're going to do it. All right, so you move back over, and now you are looking at the south door going in, and
Go listen.
Thibodeau goes over.
Also, I'm up to 4 and 6 now.
Hey Shane, could you show that map to the camera? I'm not sure how this room figures here.
Okay.
That's a great map.
We
Okay,
are
so
right
just
there
go
right
through
now.
that.
He's had a lot of opportunities to draw this. We haven't made it
We're
anywhere.
so familiar with this room.
See,
So-
Yeah.
you know, got the.
Oh, so
I got
you're talking
this.
about the
Okay.
southernmost door on the east wall. in the
Yes,
room.
that's what he's talking about.
Okay, good deal. When you said south door, I was like, but that's the door we came in. All right.
Yeah,
Rookie.
straight south door. Straight south door would have been the one you came in, but he's
Okay,
talking
so
about
southernmost
the
door, east wall. Good deal.
Oh, that's
All
a
right.
good map.
There we go.
So you are listening, and let's see.
Oh,
You
he's
hear you do hear something in there, but you're not able to tell exactly what it is. It's just very faint, sort of clunks and clinks every once in a while, and a little rattle here and there. So
I
that
don't think it's a snail.
So
No, it doesn't-
scuttling from
it's-
the north door and clunks and clinks from the south door.
mhm.
There you go.
So spiders and
It.
all I see is this little tiny hand clawing Allah.
His paw.
There's just this.
Yeah, that's a lot
Reaching up,
less.
grabbing her. It's like, what the
It's
hell?
a cat.
That's a lot less spooky if you'd use the word paw instead of.
Little tiny hand.
Little tiny hand.
It's a very needy cat.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so spiders and potentially poison or weird clunking.
Have we heard the clunking? Oh,
Doggo.
doggo. You're muted. We can't hear
Who's
you
muted?
sweet talking the dog. Shane's
That was
muted.
the whole point.
Yeah.
Never are you.
That's private.
That's my cat dog. Don't
Nice.
fall off.
My cat's
Okay,
actually
so
bigger than the
what
dog.
does everybody feel like? Spiders or weird clunking?
Just in case, where was the treasure? Maybe north door.
North door.
North door. This one over here is the one that the bugbear said. What he actually was asked was, "Where are your sleeping arrangements?"
Where his sleeping arrangements are. Okay, just in case. Let's take north, y'all.
All right, I'm going to cast my second spell,
All right.
Shield,
Okay.
so I can have some armor class.
If you guys go through the north door, why don't I stand by the south door in case it invariably opens and things start pouring out? I can die first.
Well, watch both of them doors.
I'm excited about this plan.
All right. So Lethe, you're in front of the door back here. In that case.
I will
I'm in
send-
the clunking door.
I will send Milo and Purgatory to go hang with Jim.
Okay, so the two dogs are back there. Back here, rather, with Lethe.
That's a big dog.
Skeeter
like a
just can't get
hurricane.
over it. Okay, so there we are. We've got these guys over here. And then up to the north, we have the dwarf key and the listener. What do you do?
I'm gonna make sure Wamplers doesn't touch anything.
Oh no. I'm right now. I'm standing behind the armor class 1 plate mail.
Okay.
Well, wait a
Yeah,
minute. If you're standing near the armor class 1 plate mail, that's going to put you right up here pretty near the door. Just letting you know.
Behind.
That's fine, as long as you don't
Okay.
touch nothing.
Skeeter, where are you setting up the missile force?
I will be behind Thibodeau so I can shoot over his very short shoulder.
Okay. So here we
Right in
go.
the head, not shoulders.
Get a helmet.
And he get a horned helmet, put a target symbol in the front.
Yep.
Right. Those
Yeah.
are horns. Those are
Yeah, but
that's
turn
like
your
a
helmet
targeting reticule.
into
Yeah.
sight. Yeah.
You just bracket things up with those.
I think we've got a plan.
Matt, you know the standard player drill. I want to be quantum superposition both in and out of dangers.
Okay. That's where you are. All right, so the door. The door, what do you do?
Search it.
All right, Thibodeau.
Yeah.
You let me know when it's safe, and when you say it's safe, I'm going to apply ancient dwarven techniques and also elven techniques.
Oh no, Tovak is starting on the whole dwarven maneuver thing.
Oh,
No,
dwarf
no, no.
maneuver.
He's
This is not a
converting.
dwarf
There we go.
maneuver.
I got it.
He's applying dwarf thinking to traditional elven maneuvers.
Get rid of the
Oh,
Elfie.
Jesus. You're just going to spin around in a circle. Screaming profanity.
It really is weird to see that disembodied paw on your shoulder. They're just kind of like contracting periodically.
Just every once in a while, it's like, help me.
It's like and then it slowly slides down.
Slides down.
It's like
Likes
the
to
cat's
hug,
drowning.
and she can't hug right now, so this is the best she can do.
And I am.
She kind of reaches up and paws.
Right. Oh, help.
Oh, me.
Okay, so Thibodeau, you said you were checking it for traps?
Yeah. Delicatesse. I'm up to 30% now.
Okay, let me roll that.
So still terrible.
But the thing is, in this edition, traps and things don't get any harder. So, you get better and better at it instead of always having harder and harder traps. What did you roll again?
I have a 30. I didn't roll. You usually
That
roll.
sucks. Yeah, I roll. Yeah, I meant what was your target? Okay, so 30.
Yeah, like I said, it sucks.
Okay.
It's better than a 25.
All right, so you're reaching
Thank
up
you
to
for
check.
having a grasp of math.
You're reaching up to top to check sort of the top hinge of the door, and you fall against the door, making a little thump thump noise. So you're
Oops.
fairly sure that you have checked it for traps and that nothing is going to happen there.
It's all clear.
You got it, dwarf.
All right,
Let me
so
get out of the way.
Thibodeau pulls standard operating procedure, moves out of the way. Tovak moves forward for the ancient melding of elvish and dwarven door opening skills.
Yep.
Roll a d6.
It's a 1,
Okay.
which is actually
that-
good.
Opens the door.
Gracefully and smoothly.
Okay, so you're looking at the door,
That's cool.
and
So what's going on here?
there was a room of some kind on the far side of the spider webs, but you can't really see into the room past the masses and masses of spider webs. What do you do?
Oh, do we got one of them torches?
Throw my torch. Yes.
All right, so Thibodeau hurls a torch into the room, and the webs do start slowly burning, but they're not magical webs, so they're not like totally incendiary the way that stuff from a web spell is. At this point in time, while you guys are all talking, the mastiffs start barking, and Lethe sees that southern door open up a little bit, and somebody wearing a plague doctor mask peeks around like this. It sees the mastiffs and Lethe, and it comes back and closes the door gently behind it.
We've been outplayed.
Nope.
It's like a
Is there any
no,
chance that
thank
Lefty
you.
could kick the door open when the guy is opening it gently like that? Do I
Uh,
have a
well,
chance to interrupt him from closing it again?
well, he gets it closed again, but you can kick it open.
Well, this is not Lethe's strong suit, but I can give it a shot.
Roll a d6.
A 2.
Okay, so the door smacks open, and somebody on the other side goes, "Ow! Fuck!"
Awesome.
All right, so the-
PG-13. Wow.
That's PG-13. That's
Oh, We're allowed one F word in a PG-13.
One F-bomb each. Okay, I think Skeeter
Well,
used
dog, Skeeters.
I have blown through everyone else's F-bombs. Sorry.
All right, so
I'm fucking selfish.
forgot to switch my camera over. Okay, so here we go. This is the door where Lethe and the dogs have been. So Lethe is standing here opening it, and then we have dogs that may or may not be visible in the camera. You smash the door open, and you are now looking into the room, and there is a the guy in the plague doctor mask is sort of flat on his back, and actually, hang on, let me just change one thing here to
Sit on his chest. Establish dominance.
Okay, so you've got
Lethe or the dogs?
It could be one of the city chickens.
Whatever.
all right, so here is the view of the room, and there's a door in the room leading to the north. There is the guy in the plague doctor mask lying flat on his back, and he's sort of waving his arms around. And there are various. The table at the back is filled with sort of alchemical-looking devices. There are
Bingo.
little spirally tubes going up to the ceiling. There are a couple of little holes in the wall. Okay, and on the back desk there is a neat little line of 6 of those little bottles. Okay, he's holding another one in his hand. All right, so Lethe sees this and thinks to herself, "Damn, that's another saving throw. Roll a saving throw for Lethe and for the 2 dogs for the broken."
Do you want me to do the dogs?
Yeah, but you roll for the dogs.
This is not my night.
Okay, so 1 dog saves, 1 dog does not save.
Okay, so 1 dog, Milo, moves forward and starts sniffing at the plague doctor because his
Lethe's last words were going to be "sick 'em," but I don't know if she manages to say that.
So did they go in the room?
The one Milo went into the room.
We need to close that other door.
The fire door?
I'm trying to see what happened. Did Lethe move into the room?
No, Lethe just kicked the door open. But the thing was, when Lethe kicked the door open, the plague doctor was standing right there on the other side of the door, holding his sleep. Because what he was trying to do, obviously, was just get out of Dodge. Only y'all had the door guarded. So Lethe kicked the door open. It knocked the guy backward. His sleeping potion that he had in his hand broke, and he made his saving throw. So he is actually still awake. And he's saying, "Good dog, good boy, good boy, good boy."
Okay, I assume we can hear that.
You're right.
Far.
No, you're right in the same room with this going on.
I'm going to the rescue of my dogs.
All right, so you go to the rescue of your dogs. You go inside. You see this scene of the plague doctor, waving his arms around, and you see that as he's waving his arms around, there are his hands are very, very skinny, yellower than normal, have 3 fingers each, and there are feathers, black feathers, poking up from the sleeves.
Kenku.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will ask him what are the designations they have? Are they families or are they nests? What was it?
Murders.
I'll bow out, arrow pointed at him. What murder are you?
I'm sort of a freelance right at the moment. I've got job offers from a couple of them.
Do you know Yazek?
The bald, yeah.
Yeah. Are you on good terms?
He's one of the 2 job offers I've got.
All right. Stand up.
Okay, he stands up. He says, "Look, you really hurt my beak."
I will show him my mask.
Okay, you're actually wearing it. And he looks at it and he says,
My bird mask? Not my bird mask.
Nice,
oh,
we're
well,
the
you're wearing the bugbear right now.
I'm wearing the bugbear. I'm
Yeah,
showing
so
him the crow mask that I have.
Okay, well, yeah, he looks at both the bugbear and the crow mask, and he says, "I know a guy in the city who's my second cousin twice removed that can tan both of those for you so that you don't smell when you walk around."
Maybe that's a feature.
He sort of thinks about that for a minute, and he says, "Okay, I'll buy that."
Yeah.
What have we got from Jim here? We got Elijah.
No, I'm just trying to read his name.
Okay.
God, and I apparently can't.
I
My left and my right.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
mine does the mirror image too, and so I'm always like, I need to move into the screen, and off I go to the wrong direction. So, okay, so yeah, he says, okay, I'm the feature.
Okay, so have you been down here a long time?
I work 1 day a week.
Do you know the bugbear that used to be this bugbear?
Yes.
Where is our stuff?
Your stuff's going to be. You see that door leading to the north, and he points at the little north door that he's got in his room that clearly leads into the other one.
That's
with a
full of
spider.
spider webs?
Yeah, he says it's
The
full
one
of.
that we're burning.
Yeah, it's burning slowly. Smoke is starting to fill the outer room at this
Just gonna
point.
close that door.
You're going to close the door? Okay, the door closes. Now there's still a little bit of smoke wisping out from underneath it. And also, Skeeter, in the room where you're talking to the Kenku, there's also wisps of smoke coming out from under
Ah, shit.
the north
Well,
door.
I've got bags, so I'll bag the...
Oh, it's not, by closing the door, you're not in any danger of smoke inhalation at this point. It's
Okay.
just that you can tell, that it's that same room up there. And so he says, well, on the far side of that room, you have sort of a group of people who worship is not really people. I mean, there's two really big spiders that live like really big, and he makes a sort of a 10-foot or so diameter kind of thing. He says there's two of those, and they are working on controlling the world because they have this sleep toxin, and he sort of gestures a little bit over to the table where he's got the sleep stuff, which is really, really interesting in that the various elemental compounds that are in it will interact in such a way that the vector of the... Yes?
Nope.
What?
Don't care.
Okay.
Not two fucks to rub together. Don't tell me about it. It puts people to sleep, right?
Yes. And
That's
controls
all I
them.
need to know.
Well,
And controls them?
multiple bites cause someone to go somewhat insane, and they begin becoming sort of the slaves of the spiders, and they say some really, really weird stuff that basically is a good example of the fact that people will really do pretty much anything for money. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
Yeah. So you understand my situation. Normally, I work in the Grim Quarter. My name is Doctor Omnibus, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Okay.
You are
Rekestric.
Rekestric. Very pleased to meet you.
I'm writing your name down.
You
Don't
have
mind me.
You have lots of blood running down your face, but
I know.
feature.
Again, it's a feature.
Okay.
Psycho.
Hey, bottle that up. So you can see yourself out. What's in this other door?
Which door are you talking about? The north door in his room?
Okay,
One
so
with
not
smoke?
the one with the smoke. There was another door in his room.
Now his room
No,
was to the
both.
smoke.
Oh.
You've got two doors. Two doors are smoking.
Okay.
One is the one
Okay.
that y'all were watching before that had the webs and where you set the fire. But his door is also smoking, and those two doors are only 20 feet apart diagonally.
Okay.
So it's what you're looking at. You know that there's the same room on this in the two doors.
Okay.
So
Can I escort you out of here?
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Can I
Oh,
gather
geez,
up
another one.
things? If you'll let me just put these bottles and start gathering up stuff and walking.
No,
over
no.
You
No,
put
no,
yourself
no,
in
no,
trouble.
no, no,
What?
no, 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 no.
What?
Sorry, Doctor.
What?
You have to leave right now. Just
I am,
just
but can I
you.
borrow your
No,
sense-
just no.
It's
You
heavy.
can't. No, no. Leave everything. We'll bundle it up and bring it to you.
Okay, I live in the Grim Quarter in
Grim
the Plaza of Worms,
Plaza of Worms. Got it.
directly across from a fish processing manufactory.
Of course.
Okay.
Why
We
wouldn't
got
you?
the smell.
All
right.
If he cuts hair.
I will
I
walk
do
him.
cut hair, he says. I'm an excellent hair cutter.
How would you? Wouldn't you be more in tune with feathers? Preening?
Look, guy goes into
Hey,
a
All
guy
right.
goes into a town. He wants to get a haircut, right?
Right.
So he goes to the barber. One of the
Right.
barbers is really, he's got a perfect haircut. The place is clean. Then he goes to the other barber, and the other barber's got an awful haircut. And what he does is he walks into the barber shop where the guy's got the awful haircut, and he says, I want a haircut. Why would he pick that one?
Because that guy gets his haircut at the good shop.
Exactly. So you know the guy with the bad haircut is the one who gets this, and that's like that. Feathers, hair. I'm a hair expert. I even make a hair tonic that can make hair shoot out about 5 feet from you.
We'll talk about this later.
Cool.
This has piqued my interest.
I think I was scrying that channel in the crystal ball last night.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to walk him out.
Okay, so you and Doctor Omnibus go out, and he heads back down to Jordoba. He does as you're on the way. He says, "How about can I just take that tube thing that's there with the tubes, little tubes?
No.
It's fragile.
We'll be careful.
I've seen that already." He points to the smoke that's coming out under the other door.
We're dealing with the spider problem.
Okay. All right,
He
so
points to the smoke as opposed to the disemboweled bugbear that Skeeter's
Yeah,
wearing on his
That draws his attention.
yeah, well, but the thing is that the smoke is property damage, and it's his little thing with the tubes that he's worried about. So okay, so he heads out, and off he goes down the trail toward the city proper. And you guys are there. You have you know exactly where it is, since it basically comes to one avenue of entrance where it is that the spider people are. And so what do you?
Can we grab the sleep bombs?
Oh yeah, there's 6 of them.
Okay. So everybody parcel out the sleep bombs. Jim Wampler, you should probably have a couple since you are the scroll, essentially.
Depending on how
He
close,
just keep dropping them.
depending
Wait,
on
his
how
track
close an
record
eye
with
you were
those things
keeping
is
on me, I might
terrible.
all 6.
You're gonna arm him with more of those things?
I know. Hey,
No.
what's this?
Hey,
I'm an
Thibodeau,
agent
hey.
of chaos.
Thibodeau and Rekestric still have arrows.
Yeah.
No, arrows aren't area of effect, at least not yet.
Watch
Get
me
all your
roll a
jokes in
couple of
between
ones.
now and 5th level. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so 2 giant spiders and a bunch of spider cultists
At least.
are what we got to deal with, at least. So
It's time to find a new dungeon.
No.
I'm getting my stuff back. If I have to do this by myself, I'll be unhappy. But
But
I'm
I'm
getting
assuming
that stuff
Lefty is
back.
actually still asleep.
Who's asleep? Oh, right,
no.
you're still asleep.
Oh,
So this is Jim being
Oh.
a wise ass as opposed to Lefty contributing to the conversation.
All right.
Oh, I always wake her up.
Can we shake the cleric awake?
we'll wake them up.
Oh,
wake up-
actually, no.
Smack
You have to wait
Smack 'em.
a while,
not
so
the-
you've got plenty of time for this conversation. Then finally,
okay.
Letty wakes up. All right, 2 seconds. I have to talk to my son about the.
Okay,
Oh.
Jim Wampler Wizard, can you identify any of the stuff herein?
I only came in. That's not the spell I came in with. I'm only 1st level.
Oh no, but I mean, like just looking at the stuff. I don't know how Matt's
Just
going to
being
do.
a smart person.
Yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
you know, can we combine this chlorine and this cleaning solution?
I mean, I was just waiting for you to get done talking. I would pack it all up and take it myself.
I think you're gonna. I don't know how how useful Doctor Omnibus is going to be. It might be.
Sound pretty useful.
So, Matt, as we pack this stuff up, I want to pay careful attention to any notebooks and scrolls.
What you've got one book that's labeled Alchemy 101.
For dummies.
You've got another one that is called the Index of Components.
There you go.
You have one scroll that looks like it could have magical writing on it.
Bingo.
You want to start reading it?
Nope.
Okay. And there is a little thing with a bunch of fragile little tubes that you don't know what it does. Plus, there's a bunch of standard alchemical, stuff that's easily added, glass beakers and things like that don't have anything mysterious about them.
My backpack is already done up with rags for the 3 flasks of oil I'm already carrying, so that they'll be as padded as possible. So I'll try and carefully pack the one fragile-looking tube and a couple of empty flasks.
Okay.
We have other sacks and stuff, so we can have additional padding
Padding. Okay.
in there.
And then you're going to put it on Rocky or in the backpack. You have Jim. You have a 10-foot long pack centipede with you.
Yeah.
So when people talk about Rocky, Rocky is this giant pack.
Rocky is our centipede that
Yeah.
walks with us.
Let's put the most of the weight on him.
Okay. So you've got most of the weight on Rocky. You call Rocky into the room, and I'm going to, as soon as I've got him, so just so that we know how it works here. Let me switch my camera over real quick, and there goes the camera. And so, Jim, there are the dogs, and then over here, that's Rocky.
Aw, hey, Rocky.
Everybody likes Rocky.
He does not like it when the ceiling collapses.
He does not like anybody messing with the ceiling.
He does not like that at all.
It's a slug's life, man.
So, all right.
He has
you've got-
reasons to be distrustful.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, buddy.
Yeah. Aww. My bad.
Give him extra feed.
Okay, so you guys have got your stuff loaded up. What do you do next?
How's
the
the
other
spider room cooking?
The smoke has slowly stopped filling that room. And so there are only itty bitty little wisps coming down from under the doors now.
Should check it from the door that's in the lab room, because maybe that's a way around the web.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Since we already opened the first door once, no reason to open it twice. We'll go in from a different route.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the one that's further in the room.
You only have, I mean,
Yeah, what-
In the alchemy room, there's 2 doors.
no,
no,
just
the
the
alchemy
one
room, there's
we
just
come
one.
in. Yeah.
Oh, I
One
thought there
we're
were
going
2.
out.
I thought there were 2 doors in that room as well.
No, there's
Okay.
2 doors in the first one, and then only one in the alchemy room. Okay, so here's the door to the alchemy room, which is painted a pleasant blue color, and
Very
are
fetching.
you gonna dwarf it?
No,
Well,
we're
let's
gonna
halfling
halfling it.
first.
Okay,
Halfling and dwarf.
all
Calm
right.
down,
so-
dwarf. Calm
all
down.
right. You gonna listen or just check for traps?
No, listen first, always, and then check.
All right. You don't hear anything when you listen. You check for traps, and you find that this door has actually been used so often it's well oiled and will simply open.
Cool. Give it to the dwarf. Say, dwarf, just open it. Don't kill it.
Oh, well, I rolled another 1 for opening a door, so it's a graceful door opening.
Yeah,
Worthy
you
of an elf.
Because you didn't even need to. So it opens like this.
Oh God, there's fire.
You're looking into a room that, let's see, its dimensions are the same as the alchemy room, which is 30 feet from east-west and 20 feet north-south.
No, it ain't.
Oops.
What kind of shape is that web in now, Matt?
It's pretty much burned away. That's smoke there now.
Are there any little
a smoke special effect?
spider
Ooh,
husks?
cool.
There are indeed actually, and they are directly in front of this door.
Like try to get out. Oh,
Like they've been trying to get out.
Oh, the
there are
humanity.
two burned out
Humanity.
spider husks. And
oh, they're already cooked for us.
yeah, they're cooked badly, and
That's
so they're sitting there. They've got these giant, horrible looking mandibles up at the front,
Damn.
and
How big
so
are they?
these ones are once again the 4-foot diameter ones.
Okay.
Okay, and so and so now they're just sort of empty globes of the carapace, and both of those carapaces once again have an ownership brand on them. What do you do?
They're dead,
Shane, you
right?
could make these
They're
as a
dead.
helmet.
He could make a bathtub.
Another bathtub? No, we got snail bathtubs right now.
Yeah.
So the room that your friend, the bird doctor, was talking about would be through that door, right? Where your stuff is?
No. Well, stuff should be up north.
Could be
It's
that door.
it's
dead
through
ahead.
this room somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be through this room, and not only does it have to be through this room, this is the only door in the room other than the one that leads back into the circle of the
Check
three
for
rooms.
secret doors.
All right. So you're able to do that just by looking, and you find no secret doors in the room.
Oh shit.
All
Well,
right.
everybody's just got to look.
There's no Skeeter. There are 2 doors in this room. One is there are 3 doors in the room.
3 doors, yeah.
You threw a torch in one. You came into the second door via the alchemist, and the third door is one that you have not seen before or gone through, and that is in the north wall.
Okay, that was
And
what
the
was
one we're
throwing me
looking
off.
at on
I thought
camera.
there were
Yeah, no,
only-
Yeah, we were talking about there are too many doors. So yeah, that's the one
Okay.
that you were looking at is the one that leads out. And what do you do?
that
Matt-
door.
Matt Lefty is
Halfling it.
actually going to play rear guard a little bit and
Okay.
move to the door that came into the alchemist room. So
Okay.
she will guard that door.
Okay, and from there you are also able to keep an eye on the door that leads south into the terracotta lion room.
Correct. As well as the north door that we threw the torch in.
Right.
Got it.
All
That's
right,
where
so
Lefty is.
you've just got your back. Basically, you've got your back against that west wall and just watching all 3 of those doors to see whether anything's moving around. Okay. What else are people doing?
Although I don't really need to be against the west wall. I can be in the doorway into the alchemist room, right? Because that would put the party at my back.
We can all check for secret doors, right? It's just
Yeah, you
the
can
elves
all
are
check
better
out
at it.
secret doors.
Okay, I'll check for secret doors along that. I think it's the north wall.
Okay, yes. So you thoroughly check for secret doors, and no, there are no secret doors in the room.
Well, there's
We have-
the secret doors. I'm going to
we
listen
have-
to it.
We have. Okay.
Go with the halfling key.
Okay. So the halfling key. Whoa. Oh, hey, that didn't do anything because I didn't have it set on the thing. So all right, halfling goes up. You've got a 4 in 6 chance now, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see, dice. All right. You do not hear anything on the far side of this particular door.
Check for traps. Delicate tasket.
All right. Checking for traps. You do not find any traps in there.
All right, dwarf. Watch out.
Okay, I'm gonna take this nice and slow
Okay.
and roll a 3.
Okay. So, Ala,
Moderately slowness.
let me switch over cameras. This switching over cameras thing is pretty cool. So here we go. That's the wrong view. You're looking in. Okay, so here's the door that you just opened up. Open the door. And there you are. And what you are looking at is a... Oh, hang on a minute. Let me make sure
Hallway.
it's right on the map. Yeah, it's hallway. But there's one thing I got wrong, and that is that there is a door directly across from here. So let me throw that in there real quick. Okay.
Man,
So there's
that's the
door.
first hallway in a long time.
Door across from there. So what do you do?
Look left and right would be nice.
All right. So you look over to the left, nothing on that wall. It does go 10 feet and then ends in a dead end. Looking over to the right, however, is a little bit more promising because the corridor goes for another 10 feet and then turns a corner south. So in other words, it's running right along the edge of the room that has the burned spiders in it.
Better not go too far. It's going into the other rooms.
No, you're north. You're north of the squid area.
Just a little bit, not much.
Not much, but you are north of it.
I'm going to go back into the spider room
Great,
And
he's
get-
leaving.
and get one of the carcasses, spider carcasses, and,
Okay.
and bring it back to the dogs
Okay.
and get them to sniff the spider and say, "Find the spiders."
They take off running. We never see them again.
No, there's supposed to be 2 giant spiders in one of these rooms, and I want to know which
Exactly.
one it is.
I mean,
And
these
they
two
take off
that are
running.
dead.
These are charred and
These two
burnt.
dead ones.
Okay. So they you have them. Oh, this is me. So you have them sniff the spiders, and so they head directly out of directly through the door that you guys just opened up, and just basically stand there sniffing at that northern door that is directly across from you.
Okay. Well, I think that's it, gang.
Now, at
Well-
the same time, Myriel hears almost a voice. Sorry, not Myriel. Lethe hears almost a voice in her head. However, that feels like there's a shining light of some kind behind the other door.
Oh,
Ooh.
sounds like a toe bone.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah,
Well, I
let's
will
go that way.
Move forward and communicate that. Hey guys, shining light that way.
Okay.
Visions.
Oh.
All right. So
Like,
you guys
holy
head
It's
over.
cow.
not like, are you sure it's not the sleeping potion still, messing with your mind?
Yeah.
Well, I have taken 2 hits off of that sauce in recent memory, so
Which is, I mean, you've been taking a lot of naps, Lethe. Just want to make sure you're okay.
yeah.
Just means
well-
she's well rested.
When I start talking about the bloody eggs of our children and taking the world over by webs, then you'll know I've gone
You've
around
been
the bend.
exposed. You've been exposed to the spider poison several times.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So you go up to that other door that's in there. Oh, did I describe the other door? I didn't describe the other door. Hang on. All right. Let me show you what we got around this little corner here. Okay. So this is the door where the dogs are indicating. Okay.
Right.
Which,
But
which
but
is straight across from the other door,
It's
right?
directly across from the other door. That's correct.
All
And then,
right.
it makes this corner, and this is where I was saying that it turns. Okay.
Yep.
And then looking down that corner, what you've got is a short. See how long?
Hallway.
Yeah, it's a short hallway. It's 20 feet long, not including the 10-foot block in which the corridor turned. And it has one door in the
East wall.
east wall. Thank you. That's my east
I
west.
got it for you.
All right. You got my back on the east
Yeah,
west.
I'm watching it.
Okay. So that's the door where Lethe is sort of feeling, the divine presence of her religious artifact.
my Todar is going off.
Okay. Halfling key.
Halfling.
Hold on. Slow your ass.
No. I'm excited.
I'll be the guy that keeps a rear guard eye out.
Okay.
This
Very
time.
good. Very good. We do have somebody watching the back of the party. That's
have
been an issue in the past, Jim. I'll just
I'll
say.
have the dogs be with Jim, so
Okay.
he's not just there all by himself.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm just guessing that the cleric wants to be in the front to get her stuff.
Well, they're both also paying a lot of attention to Elijah the mage, because he also smells a great deal like spider, because his robes are completely
Right.
slimed
Right.
with spider.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, buddies, how's it going?
Poochie.
all right.
All right.
Then,
Well, we only
Thibodeau.
got about 5 minutes. And it's
Yeah, I
kinda-
know.
So
Do it.
instead of busting into the room, how about we search this little hallway and everything for secret doors and traps and whatnot?
All right. You search it for secret doors and traps and whatnot, and you don't find anything. Also,
All right.
this door that you're looking at, and both of them, as you look around, are well oiled and will open with no problem.
That's cool. Check them both for traps.
Neither one of them has traps.
That's cool too. All right. Well, let's go down that south door on the east side wall, and they can dwarf it.
All right. Allah, dwarf the door.
All right. The door has been suitably dwarfed. It's a
Okay.
2.
You don't even need to roll. You just open the door.
I know. I feel like I got to roll for it. Sometimes we'll roll a 6
It's a
and we'll
dungeon.
do,
He opens it
It's a
and then
door.
kicks it.
No, it is. I know it is.
and sometimes we just scrabble against the door, and it's a push door instead of a pull door, and we can't handle it.
All right. So you open this door, and on the far side of it there is a 20 by 20 room, and the far wall, the one that's on the extreme east, looks very, very unstable. It's like bulged inward a little bit, as if it
Oh
were
shit!
Yeah.
been right next. So, Allah, you're looking at that and you're considering it with all of your dwarven stone knowledge, and you decide that that's probably safe there.
Rocky, come here, Rocky.
Probably so.
Oh, keep Rocky out of here, man.
Rocky's not
keep
going
Rocky
anywhere
outside.
near. Rocky takes one look, and then you see him just sort of recede backward. 100 legs, 50 on each side, doing a backwater.
Sounds
What's
like a dog.
What's in this room are 2 sleeping furs, and the walls are covered daubed with writing in the common tongue, and there is a treasure chest in the corner directly under the largest bulge in the stonework of that back wall. Okay, what do you do?
So the door looks like it might give.
Well, not
the
a door.
wall.
The wall.
itself.
The back wall.
To everybody.
It looks a little. It is actually a little sturdier than it looks.
Okay, go to it then.
So
That's
do I get a finder's fee for being brave enough to
I
touch
get a survival.
the wall?
I get the toe. I get the holy toe.
All right.
Everything
Wait a
else
minute,
is fine by
wait
me.
a minute. As a burrito.
But class.
Yeah, nothing but class.
Have you
Yeah,
met
that's
this
where we
party?
draw the line. Fart jokes. I'm still
bugbear.
wearing a bugbear.
The bugbear was more refined than timid.
Than we were. He was. His loss is really a tragedy.
Hey, audience.
Yeah.
Everybody wave hello.
We're so adult.
I think Rocky is classier than Thibodeau. It's not a.
No, remember, Rocky's flatulent. Rocky is flatulent.
Right.
Yeah,
That,
exactly.
that
Which
was
is a
from
little
the
bit maybe
beginning.
my point.
All right,
Actually.
halfling, are you going in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you gonna delicatessen it?
All right. Number 1, I want a rope on me,
All right,
You rope on the
and y'all
half.
hold the other end.
all right.
Okay.
All right. I want to go into the room, but I'm checking for traps.
Okay.
First 10 square.
All right. So it takes you about 20 minutes to get there, but very, very carefully, bit by bit, you get up to. Are you headed for the chest, or are you headed for one of the sleeping furs?
Well, The chest is right across in that far corner still. So, but where are the sleeping first? In the caddy corners?
Yeah.
So these nut bars were actually sleeping under the collapsing wall?
Yep.
Maybe.
And
It's a
you're-
lot safer than it looks, okay?
I have
So
a
as you're-
suggestion. Could tie a rope around the chest, get out of that room, and drag
I've
it
did
up.
that before. That's my thought already. I got that one.
Okay.
Because that's
I'm
how
sure
y'all.
Just first in
with
case
that
they had treasure in those too.
That's
Yeah.
how you guys handled that first bomb too. Was that way?
Yeah.
That was how you knew how the bombs worked. All right. So all over the wall, it's what's written over the wall is mostly repeating. In a couple of places, it just says, "I like spiders. Spiders are good. The spider god is the best spider of all." But mostly what's through there is just repetition, repetition. The world shall be our vast cocoon. Webs shall cover all. The children will feed upon the walking blood fruit. And with that,
Memorizing that. I'm going to say it later.
with that, Thibodeau loops the rope over the chest, pulls the slip knot tight, gets back out of the room. What do you do?
Thank you. Pull it and pull it till we get it all the way up.
Drag the chest over, and you're able to open the chest. And inside the chest, there are 1,200 gold pieces,
Oh.
all of your equipment,
Woohoo!
including the toe of Saint Myriel and the forks and the dishes.
Got the fork back.
Yes.
Loading!
We got the toe!
I care about our stuff.
Oh my God! I got 2 forks now.
I'm loving the fact that they're like, you find the religious artifact, and they're like, yay. And your
Yay.
forks. Yay! Woo!
And our plates. Oh man.
See those
We're
stinking
like
toe.
again.
Hey, the toe is good news.
You guys are able to retreat back out of the dungeon with your treasure, and you get 1 experience point for the gold pieces, plus you're going to get a 200 gold piece benefit bonus to everybody in the group, just for the general adventuring, because this time you remembered to guard behind you all along the time. So that's going to be the experience points that you get, plus everybody will get a 100 gold piece, 100 experience point benefit directly from Saint Myriel.
Woohoo!
Second
level!
I told you the toe.
What about for the fork?
So I think that covers all the experience, because I know that, Shane, you have to go.
What about the experience for the fork, though? We need that.
And then everybody gets 1 experience point for the fork.
Nice.
If you think I won't write 1 point down, you're wrong.
Hey, that can sometimes be the difference between making level or not. So yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Can.
I've had people wandering around looking for 10 experience points. So
Where's a rabbit when you want one?
exactly.
Now you where
start-
clerk room is.
Start doing side eye at the villagers.
So it was running that down. So that's the gold piece experience, 200 for the adventure, 100 for remembering to check behind us, and 100 for the toe. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Good deal.
Very good. Thank you, everybody, for the adventuring. Everybody, and especially everybody out in the audience, thank you for watching, and whatever sort of Dungeons and Dragons it is you play, imagine the hell out of it. And we will
Thank
see
you.
you guys. We will see
You
you
get a
guys
fork.
next week. And so, some point, hoist a fork in memory of this victory that the party has had.
Or a toe.
Defeated our greatest
You can-
nemesis.
You can
Or
hoist
And thank you so much. And
Nice.
Zach, you can go ahead and take us offline. And if Zach's not listening, we'll just sit here online.
I'm listening. I have a mic ready for it.